We talked about earlier when I first created the introduction is that we were going to be discussing getting stuck. And what I mean by that is I think most of us, no matter how long we've played, we get to a point where we play a song, you start your warm-up and we tend to play the same thing, the same style, the same rhythm, the same notes over and over again. And there are places we get to that we just can't get past it. It just seems like we're playing the same thing over and over. And maybe there may be just a few songs, but we're playing the same style over and over. And it can be frustrating. And I call hitting the wall, And I've hit that wall about at least 4 or 5 times in my time, all the years I've been playing. And in some ways, it's actually a very good sign. What it's saying to you is, listen, you've got this down. Now go beyond that. Learn a little bit more. You're bored with it. Okay, whenever you're bored with something, that means you got it. You got it wired. Okay, that's the good news. So how do you get out of it though? And I've made some real concentrated efforts. I've talked to other flute players about it, and they've all said the same thing. I'm kind of stuck in this mode, and then I'm trying to get out of it. And so far, there are several techniques that we came up with, and it's neat. I mean, they're real eye-openers for me. And one is a physical technique, and that is to play in front of a mirror, okay? Watch your fingering while you're playing, okay? Just play your normal rhythms, and you're going to see that you're missing a lot of holes, a lot of notes that you're not playing, okay? This is one of my normal. That's one of my automatics. I mean, I can play that in my sleep. I know we've all got those. There's no secret to that. Okay, but to get out of it, what I'll do is look in the mirror and I'll say, okay, what notes am I not hitting? Just a few weeks ago, I came up with that. I said, I haven't played those notes before. And it's interesting that it seems so simple. It doesn't seem like there's any magic to it, but there is, because we don't see what we're doing. We're not able to, we do it very automatically, and the mirror gives us a reflection of what we're not doing, and it's wonderful. Try it. It makes a huge difference. The other aspect to that is you're going to find half-holding, okay? Start to half-hold some of your notes. Gives you a whole nother range, okay? And I'm sure many of you have experimented with it. But I'm giving you all the ideas. The ones that you already know, discard. The ones that are new, please experiment with them, use them, and really expand your repertoire. Playing with others, okay? Playing with other people, watching other flute players makes a huge difference. I do a lot of flute workshops where I teach how to play, and we all get together and we play, and we do advanced workshops and beginning workshops. And it's amazing what I learn a tremendous amount from all the flute players that come. Even in the beginning workshop, someone will just do something and go, wow, that's cool, I haven't seen that done before, And it's fascinating because we all have our own personality, we have our own style, and it's wonderful to watch other people play. You'll learn a tremendous amount from them. So if you have the opportunity, there are lots of flute circles throughout the country. A lot of them have their own websites. Please check them out, because that's one thing I've learned about the flute community. Everyone wants to share. Everyone seems to really want to play together because we're very enthusiastic about what we do. The other thing that we came up with in terms of getting stuck is a little bit more difficult to do. And that's really to change your mindset, okay? To really force a mental process that's different, okay? And the way I've done that in the past is to just sit down and say, okay, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm going to make a change, okay? To sit down by yourself in a quiet place and literally talk to yourself and say, look, I really want something different to come out of me. And you're going to focus, set an intention around that, change your consciousness about what you're playing. The thing to do is to play, warm up with your normal style, okay? And then try something very different, even if it's very radical. It doesn't make any difference, even crazy stuff, it changes your mindset, it changes the habits that you've created, and you'll be surprised what comes out of that at the end of that session. And you'll start to come up with new things. But the key to that is sit down very shortly thereafter and do it again, okay? You may not be able to repeat what you've created, but you'll be able to come close and maybe even come up with something different. So change your mindset, make an intention around that. In other words, say, I'm going to do something different, you know, and just go off in left field, and you'll be surprised what you'll come up with.